My name's Patch. I live in St Paul's. When I tell people where I live, they usually wince and ask, "Oh, what's that like?" Fair enough, St Paul's has its flaws, but there are also lots of positive things as well. First, I went to the Clifton Triangle to talk to shoppers and investigate this negative perception. What comes to mind when you think of St Paul's?
Poverty, congested housing, and riots.
What do you think the public's perception of St Paul's is like?
Probably a kind of like rundown, possibly quite scary sort of place to go to, somewhere to avoid, something like that. Which isn't my perception, to be honest. But yeah.
Do you think it's a nice place? Or?
Yes, I think it is. Yeah, I drive through it many times. It's very pleasant, very nice. Why?
Just that the public perception, the majority of public people think that St Paul's is full of drugs and crime, and that it's not a nice place to bring up your kid.
Well, I mean, a lot of places are like that now. So
no, not where we are, Roy. Well.
I think I heard so many things, lots of crime happening within 1 hour, like a 200 crime. It's quite a lot, isn't it?
What do you think of St Paul's?
No, I don't think I want. Sorry, no, I don't want to do this. Sorry.
The majority of people I spoke to talked negatively about St Paul's. But what if they actually experienced St Paul's for themselves? Would their perception change? I think so. Next, I talked to the local youth in St Paul's to get their side of the story. You right?
Yeah, good.
So where do you live?
I live in St Paul's, Bristol at the moment still.
How long have you lived there for?
Like, all my life.
How can you remember it as a child? What was it like there?
Things happen in it, like it gets a bit bad, a bit worse, but good. Now it's good, and St Paul's ain't what it used to be. People just like try to live off the old name about St Paul's is bad and all that, but things have turned around now.
Yeah, like if you actually lived in St Paul's, it's actually different to what you would think St Paul's would be like.
Nah, I don't think the media know the full story, or a lot of the time they just show like a load of the bad stuff in St Paul's about the riots, the raids, the drugs, the people, but the community's doing a lot of things good, you know what I'm saying? Like people's achieving stuff out of St Paul's, going places.
You do what you can, learn your lesson, don't bunk school, attend all your...
I suppose my first sort of big question is, do you think that St Paul's is represented fairly in the media?
No.
Why is that?
Like, like with the media now, they only come around when something happens. Like every community, every neighborhood, anywhere, you get me, has something happening. Stabbings, shootings, everything like that. Like it's not just St Paul's, but like that's just like the negative side of it. It got more positive than negative. Sometimes.
What would you say to someone who's never been to St Paul's and is a bit wary of coming here? Like, what would you say to them?
Well, I would say that encourage them to come down. It ain't what you think is like I've heard. Things has changed. It's a better place. And just don't listen to other people. Come and find it out. Come find out yourself.
If you're coming down there to, I don't know, go to the shop, or you're visiting someone, then I don't see the problem. You're nice, you're just doing your thing.
I'd say well, come and find out for yourself. Look at some of the projects that are going on, look at some of the art that's coming out of the area. Log on to YouTube and look at Channel Zero Bristol and find out some of the films that young people are making.
I think people have got a distorted perception of St Paul's, especially a lot of older people. They're still viewing it perhaps how they saw it a few years ago. I mean, things have moved on and things have changed in St Paul's. I mean, it's a fantastic place to be. I've been down here in Bristol now for about 6 years, and I think the place is the best place in Bristol.